Mindset is the invisible force that determines how a person experiences aging. It can either accelerate decline or unlock a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. When you choose to see aging as an opportunity instead of a limitation, everything about your life begins to shift. The body responds to what the mind believes. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges, it means viewing them as part of growth. Each wrinkle each year becomes a marker of wisdom, not weakness. The people who live the longest and stay the most active are rarely those with perfect genetics. They are those who think young, act curious, and stay emotionally engaged with life. When you rewire your thoughts, your body follows. The brain is incredibly adaptable. It continues to form new connections even in your later years. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, and it means your mind is capable of learning, evolving, and reshaping itself at any age. When you approach life with curiosity, optimism, and gratitude, your brain releases hormones like dopamine and serotonin that not only boost mood but also support cognitive health and cellular repair. The simple act of believing that you can grow, learn, and improve can trigger real, physical changes that protect your mind from decline. Negative thinking, on the other hand, can age you faster than time itself. When you constantly focus on loss, limitation, or fear of the future, your body releases stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, these chemicals wear down your immune system, increase inflammation, and drain your energy. It becomes a cycle. Negative thoughts lead to stress, and stress accelerates physical aging. The key to breaking that pattern is awareness. Notice your thoughts and gently replace each self-limiting belief with one that empowers you. Instead of saying, "I'm too old to do that," say, "I'm still capable of learning something new." This small shift rewires your inner dialogue and strengthens your resilience. One of the most powerful tools to strengthen your mindset is gratitude. Taking time each day to appreciate what's good in your life rewires your brain to notice abundance instead of lack. Gratitude changes brain chemistry. It activates areas associated with happiness, empathy, and calmness. Older adults who practice gratitude often report lower stress levels, better sleep, and more life satisfaction. Start small. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning or reflect on one meaningful experience from your day. Over time, these small acts shape a more positive, peaceful, and youthful state of mind. Curiosity is another mindset secret that keeps the spirit alive. When you stay interested in learning, whether it's reading a new book, exploring a hobby, or engaging in creative thinking, you stimulate mental flexibility. The mind thrives on novelty. Learning challenges your brain to form new pathways, keeping it alert and strong. Many people assume that aging means mental decline, but in reality, it's disuse that causes it. The more you keep your mind active and curious, the sharper it remains. Curiosity also brings joy because it connects you with the world around you. It keeps you engaged in life instead of retreating from it. Equally important is how you talk to yourself. Self-talk has immense power over your emotions, energy, and physical health. If you constantly tell yourself that you're tired, weak, or past your prime, your body listens. It begins to act in accordance with those beliefs. But when you affirm strength, vitality, and purpose, your body mirrors those thoughts. Begin every day by reminding yourself of your value and capability. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a narrative that supports your well-being. A strong, youthful mind is built on self-compassion and purpose. Another aspect of mindset that supports healthy aging is emotional flexibility. Life after 50 often brings change, retirement loss, health adjustments. But resilience grows when you accept change rather than resist it. Flexibility in thinking allows you to adapt and recover from challenges faster. It prevents emotional stagnation and keeps you connected to hope. Instead of seeing change as an ending, view it as a transition, a new chapter that allows you to discover another side of yourself. This mental adaptability is one of the greatest predictors of long-term happiness. Spiritual or reflective practices also play a key role in rewiring the mind. Whether it's meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence, these practices calm the nervous system and center your thoughts. They teach presence, being fully aware of the moment rather than reliving the past or fearing the future. A calm, focused mind produces lower stress hormones, steadier heart rhythms, and deeper emotional balance. When practiced regularly, mindfulness trains your brain to respond to life with clarity instead of reactivity. It allows peace to replace anxiety and gratitude to replace worry. The people you surround yourself with also influence your mindset. Positivity is contagious. When you engage with uplifting, supportive individuals, you naturally absorb their energy. Social connections reinforce feelings of purpose and belonging, which in turn strengthen mental and emotional health. Spending time with people who challenge you intellectually or inspire you creatively helps maintain an active and youthful mind. Likewise, limiting exposure to negativity, whether through people, media, or environments, protects your mental space and preserves energy. A positive mindset doesn't deny the physical realities of aging, it simply reframes them. Instead of seeing age as decline, it sees it as evolution. With each passing year, you gain insight, patience, and depth. The key is to use that wisdom not as a reason to slow down, but as motivation to live more intentionally. Rewiring your mind to value growth, gratitude, and curiosity transforms not only how you think, but how your body feels. It strengthens your immune system, protects your brain, and enhances your mood. Aging, then, becomes not something to fear, but something to embrace with strength and joy, because the mind, when trained to see possibility, never truly grows old. Food is not just about taste or survival. It's information, energy, and medicine. Every single bite you take sends signals to your body, influencing how your cells perform, how your brain functions, and how your energy flows. The body listens carefully to what you feed it, and it responds accordingly. When you nourish yourself with whole, colorful, natural foods, your body receives messages of healing and vitality. But when meals are loaded with processed ingredients, sugar, and artificial additives, the body becomes inflamed, sluggish, and tired. The secret to staying youthful and energetic as you age begins with how you eat and how you think about food. Nutrition is communication between your choices and your biology. The first message food sends is about energy. Natural, unprocessed foods release energy gradually, keeping your blood sugar steady and your mind alert. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and lean proteins provide lasting fuel for your cells. They help stabilize your mood, prevent fatigue, and maintain focus throughout the day. Processed foods do the opposite. They give you quick bursts of sugar and temporary energy, but leave you drained shortly after. Over time, this roller coaster of highs and lows wears down the body's metabolism and accelerates aging. When you choose foods that come from nature, you provide the body with what it understands best, real nourishment that strengthens, heals, and protects. Color matters. The deeper and more vibrant the color of your food, the more nutrients and antioxidants it carries. The greens of spinach, the oranges of carrots, the reds of berries, all contain compounds that protect your cells from oxidative stress, the silent damage that leads to premature aging. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals, tiny molecules that can damage DNA and tissues. A simple habit of adding color to your plate each day can improve heart health, sharpen memory, and enhance the glow of your skin. Think of your meals as a daily chance to feed youthfulness into your body. Protein becomes especially important as you grow older. It's the building block of muscle, and maintaining muscle strength helps preserve balance, mobility, and independence. Choose lean sources such as fish, chicken, beans, lentils, and eggs. These foods not only help repair tissues, but also keep you feeling full longer, reducing cravings for unhealthy snacks. Combine protein with complex carbohydrates like oats, quinoa, or brown rice to sustain steady energy levels throughout the day. Small, balanced meals are often better than heavy, infrequent ones because they prevent dips in blood sugar and keep metabolism active. Hydration is another silent factor in health. As people age, the sense of thirst decreases, making dehydration more common. Water supports every bodily function. It flushes toxins, aids digestion, and keeps joints lubricated. A dehydrated body feels tired, dizzy, and irritable. Make it a habit to sip water throughout the day rather than drinking large amounts at once. Herbal teas, fresh fruit, infused water, and soups can also contribute to hydration. Replacing sugary drinks with water or herbal alternatives immediately reduces empty calories and improves overall energy. Healthy fats are essential to both brain and heart health. Many people fear fat, but the right types, like omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, walnuts, flax seeds, and olive oil protect against inflammation, support cognitive function, and maintain healthy cholesterol levels. They also help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. A drizzle of olive oil over salads, a handful of nuts as a snack, or an avocado with breakfast can make a noticeable difference in mood and focus. These fats act like lubrication for your brain and body, keeping everything running smoothly. Fiber is another element that becomes more crucial with age. A fiber-rich diet keeps digestion smooth, prevents constipation, and stabilizes blood sugar. It also supports gut health, and the gut is directly connected to the brain through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. A balanced gut improves mood and boosts immunity. Whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables are excellent sources of natural fiber. When your digestion works efficiently, your body absorbs nutrients better and eliminates waste more effectively, leading to higher energy levels and clearer thinking. Mindful eating is just as important as the food itself. Many people eat quickly or while distracted, which can lead to overeating or indigestion. Slowing down, chewing thoroughly, and appreciating the flavors of your food activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and digest mode. This simple shift helps your body absorb nutrients more effectively and reduces stress on your digestive organs. Treat each meal as a moment of nourishment, not just a routine task. When you eat with awareness and gratitude, your body processes food with greater efficiency. Avoiding excess sugar and processed snacks is one of the most powerful decisions for lasting vitality. Sugar creates inflammation, weakens the immune system, and contributes to chronic fatigue. It also accelerates wrinkles and dulls skin by damaging collagen. Instead of sugary desserts, try natural sweetness from fruits like dates, berries, or apples. Over time, your taste buds adjust, and your cravings for processed sugar decrease naturally. Similarly, cutting down on refined carbs like white bread and pastries can stabilize your energy and keep your mind sharp. The timing of your meals matters too. Eating heavy meals late at night forces your body to digest while it should be repairing and resting. Aim to finish dinner at least 2 hours before sleep, giving your system time to process food fully. Morning meals should be nourishing but light, something like oatmeal, eggs, or fruit to awaken metabolism gently. Balanced eating patterns train your body to function in harmony with its natural rhythms. Supplements can support your nutrition when necessary, but whole foods should always be the foundation. Vitamins and minerals from real food are absorbed more effectively than synthetic ones. If needed, supplements like vitamin D, calcium, or B12 can fill small gaps, especially for those with specific dietary restrictions. However, they should enhance your diet, not replace it. Ultimately, the way you eat is a reflection of how you treat yourself. Food can either heal or harm depending on your daily choices. When you view eating as a form of self-respect, you naturally gravitate toward nourishment instead of indulgence. The more you listen to your body's signals, hunger, fullness, satisfaction, the more aligned you become with what it truly needs. Your relationship with food becomes a source of empowerment rather than guilt. By choosing foods that energize, hydrate, and protect, you create a foundation for lifelong vitality. The power to feel younger, stronger, and more balanced lies not in complicated diets but in simple, consistent habits. Each meal is a new chance to communicate health to your body, and with every bite, you can choose to feed your longevity and renew your life. Movement is one of the most powerful medicines the body can receive, and yet it is often the most underestimated. Many people associate exercise with youth or athleticism, but the truth is movement becomes even more essential as we age. It is not about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It is about keeping the body active, the blood flowing, and the joints flexible. When you move regularly, you tell your body that life is still in motion. You signal to your cells that growth and renewal are still happening. The body was never designed for stillness. It thrives when it's used, stretched, and challenged gently. Movement is not punishment. It's nourishment for your muscles, your bones, and your mind. Regular movement stimulates every system in the body. It strengthens the heart, improves circulation, and allows oxygen to reach your tissues more efficiently. It helps regulate blood sugar, boosts immunity, and maintains healthy body weight. Even light forms of exercise like walking or stretching activate the release of endorphins, natural chemicals that elevate mood and reduce stress. These endorphins act as nature's antidepressants, keeping your emotional health stable and your mind alert. Physical activity also triggers the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a compound that supports brain cell growth and protects against cognitive decline. That's why movement doesn't just make your body stronger, it keeps your mind sharp and your memory clear. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to spend hours at the gym or exhaust yourself with heavy routines. What matters is that you move daily, even in small ways. A morning walk, gentle stretching before bed, or a few minutes of light resistance exercises throughout the day can transform your health. Movement done regularly keeps the muscles strong, the joints lubricated, and the bones dense. It prevents stiffness, improves posture, and enhances coordination. It also strengthens the heart and lungs, ensuring that your body can continue to function efficiently for years to come. For older adults, balance and flexibility exercises are especially valuable. They reduce the risk of falls and injuries while improving confidence in daily activities. Simple routines like yoga, tai chi, or gentle pilates not only strengthen muscles but also teach body awareness and control. These movements encourage mindfulness, helping you connect your breath with your body and calm the mind while keeping it active. Flexibility training keeps connective tissues elastic, making movement smoother and reducing pain from tension or tightness. A few minutes of stretching each day can make a remarkable difference in how freely you move and how comfortable your body feels. Movement is also deeply connected to emotional health. When you move, you release built-up tension stored in your muscles. Stress, anxiety, and frustration can accumulate in the body and create fatigue or discomfort. Physical activity releases that emotional weight. It gives the mind space to breathe, the heart space to open, and the spirit a sense of freedom. Many people notice that after a short walk or light exercise session, their mood shifts from heavy to light, from tired to inspired. This is the power of movement. It renews not only the body but the entire being. Strength training plays an important role in preserving vitality with age. After the age of 30, muscle mass naturally begins to decline, but this process can be reversed or slowed with consistent resistance exercises. Using light weights, resistance bands, or even your own body weight can maintain and rebuild muscle tissue. Strong muscles protect your joints, support balance, and increase metabolism. They also make everyday tasks, like carrying groceries or climbing stairs, easier and safer. You don't have to lift heavy, you just need to challenge your muscles enough to remind them to stay awake. Breath and movement are partners in wellness. Deep, rhythmic breathing while moving improves oxygen flow and calms the nervous system. When you breathe consciously, you bring focus and awareness into your exercise, turning it into a form of meditation in motion. This connection between body and breath enhances relaxation and reduces the body's stress response. It reminds you that movement is not just physical, it's deeply mental and emotional as well. Another hidden benefit of movement is improved sleep quality. Regular activity helps regulate the body's circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. It reduces restlessness and allows the body to release accumulated tension from the day. A gentle walk after dinner or stretching before bed can help prepare your mind for deep, restorative rest. When the body moves during the day, it earns the right to truly rest at night. Social activities that include movement add another layer of health benefits. Dancing, group walks, or community fitness classes not only keep the body active, but also build a sense of connection. Movement shared with others increases motivation, brings joy, and reduces feelings of loneliness. Physical health and social health are deeply intertwined, and staying active with others amplifies both. The laughter, rhythm, and shared energy in movement-based gatherings keep the heart and spirit young. Pain or stiffness often discourage people from moving, but the truth is that gentle movement is often the very thing that reduces pain. When joints are used, they produce synovial fluid, a natural lubricant that keeps them flexible and less prone to inflammation. Stiffness usually comes from inactivity, not overuse. The more you move, the more your body thanks you by functioning smoothly. Of course, listening to your body is crucial. Rest when needed, but don't confuse rest with stagnation. Healing comes from balance, not avoidance. Outdoor movement can be especially healing. Natural sunlight provides vitamin D, which strengthens bones and supports the immune system. Fresh air increases oxygen intake and boosts mood. Even 10 minutes outside walking or stretching can re-energize the mind and body. The environment itself becomes part of the therapy, reminding you that life is vibrant and always moving forward. Over time, regular movement becomes a rhythm, a way of living rather than a task. It becomes something you crave because it makes you feel alive. The stiffness fades, the energy rises, and your outlook shifts. You begin to see movement not as effort, but as freedom. The body, once sluggish, begins to hum with life again. Your heart beats stronger, your breath deepens, and your mind clears. Movement gives back what time tries to take away: strength, confidence, and the joy of simply being alive. Rest and pleasure are the twin foundations of renewal. Without them, even the healthiest diet and most consistent exercise routine cannot bring lasting vitality. The human body is designed to heal, rebuild, and recharge when it rests. Sleep, relaxation, and joyful experiences are not luxuries, they are biological necessities. As people age, these two elements become even more powerful because they directly influence hormonal balance, brain function, and emotional well-being. When the body is deprived of deep rest, it begins to break down. But when sleep is prioritized and pleasure is embraced, energy, mood, and strength return with remarkable speed. Sleep is the body's most advanced healing system. During the night, tissues repair, the immune system strengthens, and the brain clears toxins that build up during the day. Deep sleep restores the mind and sharpens memory. Without enough rest, the body produces more stress hormones, appetite increases, and fatigue takes over. Many older adults struggle with sleep because of irregular habits, late meals, or overstimulation before bedtime. But sleep can be retrained. Going to bed at the same time each night, dimming lights in the evening, and avoiding caffeine or screens before bed helps the body's internal clock reset. Gentle breathing or calming music can signal to the brain that it's time to unwind. When sleep becomes deep and consistent, every system in the body functions more efficiently, from digestion to mental clarity. Rest is not limited to sleep alone. True rest also means allowing yourself moments of stillness during the day. It can be as simple as sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and breathing deeply. The body responds instantly to these pauses by lowering heart rate and calming the nervous system. Chronic stress keeps the body in a constant state of alert, which drains energy and accelerates aging. By taking moments to rest throughout the day, you allow your body to reset and recover. These small intervals of stillness accumulate into significant benefits: better focus, improved mood, and more balanced energy. Pleasure is the second half of the renewal process. It is a natural part of human design, not something to feel guilty about. Experiencing joy, laughter, and contentment activates brain centers that release serotonin and oxytocin, chemicals that promote happiness, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the immune system. Pleasure reminds the body that life is worth living, that there is more to existence than simply surviving. It can come from small, everyday experiences: savoring a favorite meal, listening to music, gardening, or spending time with loved ones. When you allow yourself to enjoy life's simple pleasures, your stress levels drop and your body begins to heal naturally. Purpose is deeply connected to pleasure. When older adults stay engaged with something meaningful, volunteering, creating, mentoring, or exploring hobbies, they feel alive. The brain thrives on purpose because it keeps motivation strong and mood stable. Purposeful living reduces the sense of emptiness that sometimes accompanies retirement or loss. It transforms ordinary days into opportunities for growth and fulfillment. When the mind feels useful, the body follows with vitality. Purpose keeps the spirit anchored in the present moment and makes pleasure feel earned and sustaining. Rest and pleasure also work hand in hand to balance hormones. Chronic stress causes the body to produce excess cortisol, which leads to fatigue, irritability, and weight gain. Restful sleep lowers cortisol and allows hormones like melatonin and growth hormone to regulate naturally. These hormones are essential for cell repair, metabolism, and emotional balance. Pleasure releases endorphins that counteract stress hormones and promote relaxation. When these systems are in harmony, the result is a lighter body, clearer mind, and calmer heart. Many people believe that slowing down means losing productivity, but rest actually increases it. When the body is well rested, creativity flows more easily and problem-solving becomes sharper. The mind functions like a clean window, able to see possibilities and think clearly. Fatigue clouds perception, While rest illuminates it, it allows you to make decisions calmly instead of reactively. Taking time to rest is not wasting time, it's preparing your mind and body to perform at their best. Physical pleasure is equally important. Gentle massages, warm baths, or simply stretching in the morning awaken the senses and improve circulation. Touch activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes calm and lowers blood pressure. Many people underestimate the healing power of physical comfort. The body remembers kindness. Treating it with gentle care sends a message of safety that ripples through every cell. Self-care is not vanity, it's biological maintenance. When you feel good in your body, you think more positively, act more confidently, and experience greater emotional balance. Emotional rest is another form of renewal. Carrying resentment, guilt, or regret weighs heavily on the nervous system. Learning to forgive, to let go, and to focus on gratitude lightens that burden. The act of emotional release restores inner peace, which reflects outwardly in your health. Emotional fatigue can manifest as physical illness, but emotional healing brings energy back. Writing in a journal, meditating, or speaking with someone you trust can help process emotions and bring clarity. A calm mind creates a strong body, and inner peace is one of the greatest anti-aging tools available. Pleasure also extends to social connection. Laughter shared with others multiplies the benefits of joy. Being around positive, supportive people enhances every aspect of wellness. Isolation and loneliness, on the other hand, can weaken the immune system and dull the spirit. Simple conversations, shared meals, and meaningful relationships add warmth to life and keep the heart youthful. Social pleasure fuels emotional health, reminding you that belonging is just as essential as breathing. Rest and pleasure remind you to live, not just exist. They teach the body to slow down and savor, to breathe deeply and appreciate the small moments. A walk in the morning sun, a cup of tea in silence, a favorite song playing softly, these simple acts reset the nervous system and nurture joy. When rest and pleasure are part of daily life, aging becomes graceful, not fearful. They bring balance to effort, peace to the mind, and strength to the body. They restore vitality not through struggle, but through softness, proving that the path to lasting energy begins with learning how to pause, breathe, and simply feel good in the moment you're in. Connection is one of the most vital yet overlooked foundations of health and longevity. Human beings are not designed to live in isolation. From birth, we depend on connection for growth, safety, and emotional balance, and that need never fades with age. As people grow older, many withdraw from social circles due to retirement, loss, or lifestyle changes, but the absence of connection can slowly erode both physical and mental health. Loneliness is not just an emotion, it's a biological signal, a warning from the body that something essential is missing. Just as hunger reminds you to eat, loneliness reminds you to connect. When ignored for too long, it weakens the immune system, disrupts sleep, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of depression and memory decline. But when connection is nurtured, the body thrives. Relationships have the power to extend life, lift mood, and protect against illness in ways no medication ever could. Meaningful relationships don't depend on how many people you know, but on how deeply you connect. Quality always matters more than quantity. A handful of genuine, supportive relationships can transform emotional health. Sharing your thoughts, experiences, or laughter with someone who truly listens releases oxytocin, a hormone that strengthens bonds and lowers stress. This same hormone lowers blood pressure, enhances immunity, and promotes relaxation. The simple act of being heard or understood creates a sense of belonging that nourishes both mind and body. When you feel connected, your body's chemistry literally changes to support well-being. Connection also keeps the mind young. Conversations, social activities, and shared experiences stimulate the brain, improving memory and cognitive flexibility. The brain thrives on interaction. It lights up when you engage, listen, or empathize. Studies show that older adults who maintain active social lives are less likely to experience cognitive decline or dementia. Connection is mental exercise. It challenges you to think, respond, and feel, keeping neural pathways strong and adaptable. It also protects against apathy, the quiet decline that happens when the mind no longer feels needed or valued. When you contribute to others through advice, humor, or compassion, your sense of self remains strong and alive. Emotional connection reduces the weight of stress. Life inevitably brings challenges, loss, change, health struggles, But sharing those burdens with others makes them lighter. When you express your worries, your brain shifts out of survival mode and into healing mode. Connection reminds you that you're not alone, that life still has shared meaning. Even small moments of human contact, a smile from a neighbor, a brief conversation, or a friendly touch, activate positive emotions that ripple through your body. Each interaction is like a spark that reignites vitality. Community is a powerful form of connection. Being part of a group, whether it's a religious gathering, volunteer project, book club, or walking group, creates a sense of purpose and belonging. Purpose is what gives life direction and enthusiasm. When you engage with a community, you're reminded that you still have value, that you still contribute to something larger than yourself. This sense of belonging not only supports emotional well-being, but strengthens resilience. People with strong community ties recover faster from illness, experience less anxiety, and live longer, healthier lives. Connection isn't limited to people. It can also extend to nature, creativity, or spirituality. Gardening, painting, meditating, or simply walking outdoors connects you with life in its purest form. Nature has a grounding effect. It slows the racing mind and brings perspective. Creative expression connects you to yourself. It gives emotions shape and meaning. Spiritual practices, whether prayer, reflection, or gratitude, connect you to something beyond the self, giving comfort and calm. Each form of connection nourishes a different layer of your being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Rebuilding connection later in life begins with openness. It's easy to believe that it's too late to make new friends or that people won't understand your stage of life. But connection thrives on authenticity, not perfection. When you show genuine interest in others, listen without judgment, and share your experiences honestly, relationships form naturally. Sometimes the first step is as small as joining a local class, visiting a community center, or reaching out to an old friend. Connection grows when you take small, consistent actions to engage with the world. Technology, though often blamed for disconnection, can also be a bridge when used mindfully. Video calls, online communities, and social media can keep people close across distances. For older adults, learning to use digital tools can open doors to social opportunities and education. The key is to use technology as a supplement, not a substitute for real connection. Face-to-face interaction remains unmatched in its ability to convey warmth and emotional depth, but digital tools can help maintain relationships when physical distance makes that difficult. Emotional vulnerability is at the heart of real connection. Many people, especially as they age, feel the need to appear strong, independent, and unbothered. Yet true strength comes from openness. Sharing fears, dreams, or memories invites closeness. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the bridge that allows two people to meet at a human level. When you allow yourself to connect from the heart, you dissolve barriers of age, background, or circumstance. This emotional honesty fosters empathy, and empathy is what keeps communities and relationships alive. Acts of kindness are another form of connection that bring profound benefits. Helping others, even in small ways, triggers a sense of fulfillment and releases serotonin, the hormone of happiness. Volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering words of encouragement can lift your mood as much as the receiver's. Giving creates a loop of positivity that strengthens emotional and physical health. It reinforces the truth that you still have something valuable to offer and that your presence matters. Connection also provides structure and motivation. When you have relationships and commitments, you have reasons to wake up each day, to stay active, and to care for yourself. You become accountable not only to your own well-being, but to those who value you. This sense of mutual care creates stability and meaning. A connected life is a protected life, protected from despair, stagnation, and decline. The beauty of connection is that it multiplies with sharing. The more love, time, or attention you give, the more you receive in return. Relationships built on respect, empathy, and laughter create invisible threads that hold the spirit together. They remind you that you are part of something larger, that your existence continues to ripple through others in ways you may never fully see. Connection gives life texture and color, transforming simple days into meaningful ones. It keeps the heart young, the mind awake, and the body strong, proving that health and happiness grow best in the company of others.